Hey, welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about the Zeno effect and in quantum physics. So it's the observer theory, so that when it states that you cannot change the condition of something whilst you are still observing it. So using that with the law of attraction, okay? So not using it with it, using it as it really. That's how I see it. That's how I see what is going on here. This is how I see the law of attraction. You may have heard me say before that I see reality as one giant quantum computer, and I am kind of manipulating my reality or shifting into different timelines based on my feeling state at any given time. That's the way that I see it. So how would the Zeno effect affect me if I was wanting to shift into a reality? Because I think I'm going to say that more so than manifesting. How would that affect me if I was caught up in observing? So the observer effect. It would affect me like this. So I'm observing, which means, doesn't mean that you're thinking about something. Like if you're thinking about something all day long, every day, that is not observing, because that is not necessarily your feeling state. You might be thinking of something, but feeling absolutely fine and not feeling attached to the outcome. Attached to the outcome is observing, basically, because what you are doing is holding reality as it is now. You cannot affect a change whilst you are still feeling what is now, and that's what you are doing. That's observing. So that can be attachment to the outcome, thinking, where is it? It isn't here yet. I've put in all of this work. Why isn't it here yet? All of those things that are holding you, basically you can call it holding you in lack. A lot of people will say that you are in lack, and I've said that before in the past. I try not to say that so much now because I don't know that it's a really useful term. What it is really is that you are holding yourself in the now, in the current 3D, in your current circumstances. You are being held there because you are in effect observing. You are observing what is, and you can't move to this new reality while you are still observing what is, because you cannot change the conditions of this reality whilst you are observing it. So in that case, you would probably say, well, how on earth? It doesn't make any sense. If I can still think about it and not be observing, I mean, what do I do in order to not observe? All you need to do is be more balanced. You do not need to be 100% detached, but what you do need to be is not in a state of what is now all of the time. So oftentimes we can be feeling a vibration of something, feeling an energy of a situation without really knowing that we are feeling that energy. So you notice what your feeling state is on this. Let's say it's a person you are wanting to manifest your ex-back, and at the moment they are not in your life. They haven't, you messaged them, they never came back to you. So that is probably your feeling state around it is, they didn't bother coming back to me. I really want to change this person, but I can't see this happening because, but I know that I can do it. And I'm putting in all of these efforts to manifest it, to bring it into your life, whilst still feeling the feeling of the situation. We're still having the energy of the situation as it is now. So of course you will be stuck in this timeline, in this reality where things are as they are and you're not seeing any change, or even maybe you're seeing the opposite of what you're wanting because you are observing. So in order to stop observing, you first need to realize that that's what you're doing, and realize what your feeling is around the topic, around the subject, and think, yeah, I am holding it. This is why I'm still in this reality, because I am feeling this. And then you decide, okay, how am I going to release on that a little bit, and use the 50% rule, which I use all of the time. And I tell everybody about this because I love it. I'm going to be 50% better, 50% less attached than I am now, because the reason I say that, and to use the 50% rule, is it's so much easier on your subconscious and on your analytical brain. So it kind of, they work in harmony much better when you use this 50% rule. So you say that and you say that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I can feel the feeling I've got at the moment, so I don't want that feeling. What is the feeling of, what if I was in that reality tomorrow and I was experiencing what I want to experience? I was with this person. How would that feel? And you tap into that feeling. And as soon as you do that, you are giving momentum to that timeline, giving momentum to that reality, to you going into that reality. Because for that moment, you've taken your observation away from what is, and you've given it to what can be. And it's a practice of that. And you just do more and more of that. Also, when you find yourself getting into a negative flow of a negative story of what is going on now and what you maybe have experienced in the past, which wasn't desirable, is you start tweaking that story and you start changing your perspective on that story. I'm all for changing perspective over making up some random story that just doesn't kind of resonate with you at the moment. So you change your perspective on what is going on at the moment, and that also gives you a bit of a boost. But the more you can practice the energy of that reality line that you want to be in, the closer you get to it, basically, and you speed that up. But you have to realize that the more attached to the outcome you are, that is you observing big time. So you want to find your way. I mean, use subliminals, releasing subliminals, detachment subliminals, that will really help. Even meditations if you don't get on with subliminals. But know that you need to take your eye off the ball. You need to take your focus off of what is going on now. And you do that by finding your way of doing that and thinking, I want to level up. I want to be more balanced. So at the moment, I'm dominant on the current 3D. So I'm observing it in that case. And I don't want to be doing that all of the time. Yes, I might be doing it sometimes, but it doesn't matter as long as I'm not doing it all of the time. And that is the way that I look at this. So I hope that was useful. I've had a lot of emails actually asking me about the Zeno effect. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do understand that much, and I do read a lot and I'm fascinated with quantum, and I get it. It makes sense that if you observe an atom, it will behave one way, and if you don't observe it, you give it a chance to behave another way. It will behave another way. So it makes complete sense with this for me. So I hope this was useful. I'm an author. All of my books are listed below. I also offer Zoom coaching. A lot of it will be based around this. And I also offer email coaching, and there is a members area on my website. You can sign up completely free if you want to sign up free. Lots of modules in there and access to a members hub, and also you can upgrade. It's £10 a month if you upgrade, and then you get various other things, and you also get discount on my services. The only service you don't get discount on is email coaching, because that I've set that at a really reasonable price anyway, and it doesn't really pay me to come down on that at all. But other than that, you do get it on Zoom coaching, and you also get it on personalised subliminals. That's another thing to mention actually. There are some subliminals on my website. I try to add the ones that I think will be really, really useful to you guys, but there's also going to be a load more meditations going on next week. And also you can request a personalised subliminal. That's on absolutely any topic. And I will come back to you with recommended affirmations. You can add some at that point if that's what you want, if you think I've missed anything. And then I will set you a recording date and we'll go from there, and it will be completely bespoke to you. And you can get to choose your sounds as well. Okay, I hope that was useful.